hello. Merry Christmas.
Hail and well met, my brave heroes.
Won't be a stream tomorrow because, well, you know what holiday it is.
I hope to see you back soon.
Anyway, let's get on with 422.
Make yourself at home. What'll it be? There's no new. What'll it be? What'll it be?
Oh, hey, Martin the Farmer. Yep. You know what? I won't check. I'll buy. Here we go. 100 and...
What'll it be? Can't wait to see what you can do.
Alright. So then, for right now, of course, I'm gonna go up 422. Really just tackle that, same way we have ever had before. I feel like I have more to say, but when I think about it, I don't have anything more to say. Just gonna double check skill points, really. Ominous subtitle there. You know, I've got a bit of a... One thing I am uncertain about is whether I should read out as much as I do. More crumble. More crumble to you too, Alyssa. Anywho, so saying I'm unsure if I should read out just about everything I see or not. Like, narrate things as much as I do or have been, or narrate even more, because on the one hand, if I narrate what I'm seeing, then people who aren't actively watching still know what the hell's going on, but on the other hand, it's actively narrating everything you see is pretty insulting to people who are actually paying attention. Because if you assume they're paying attention and you still just decide to narrate everything, then you're basically saying you think they're all idiots. So I am torn between narrating for the audience that decided I'm just gonna they're just gonna make me a podcast, versus people who are actually paying attention. If only it wasn't so dark. Okay, as always, save doors for later. First detected foe. Is it the same bird as before, or is it something else entirely? I think it's something else going by that little interaction there. My guess is, yes, they travel in a line, but they intersect. Wonder if they have a detection... They probably have detection range. If they couldn't detect us and yet still traveled on a line, I could only see that being a thing if that line was very difficult to not cross. Hey, did you get past the second stratum, Alyssa? Or still stuck on that? Alright, enemy type. Some memories were stirred for this thing. Nothing clear, but I remember it. Yeah, let's Toxic Reap the back. Probably won't do much damage to that squirrel since it's ice, but whatever. Get to hit both. Oh, Stone Steed's dead.
That was easy. Is that?
Food point. This is Forest Sweet. Yeah, it's Forest Sweet. Don't think we've come across a campfire yet. Yeah, let's harvest. Ah, we have too much. And the only way forward is through the door. It's like I want to move so we have the fog of war lifted to actually map those faux paths, but at the same time I need to actually map what I'm seeing right now. Interesting. So I can enter one room and not have to deal with the foes at all before going to another room? I assume this next room has to be a dead end. Or maybe it generally is just an easy room. A little bit of a fake out. Oh, hello. Okay, so they can detect you through walls. Let's see, that should go like that. That's about all I can really say about that map for certain. Now I see why the door's right. I see why the door is so unobstructed. Alright, what do stone steeds... Oh, there are weak dice. Didn't even realize that. Corrosion kick. Must be a defense debuff. The equestrian statue excels at striking with rocky hooves, so bind its legs to... like bind. Unless we analyze it and it's like a petrified snout or something. Alright, chaos there. Wait, we don't have leg bind. Or do we? Do we? We chain blast, wasn't it?
All right, that's fine. I'll get this. Misalignment. Concentrating attack.
Full blind on the stone steed.
Too bad.
That's so good, Alyssa.
Easy.
Or for you to make an outburst like that. Yep, leg bind. What hats? Probably goes like that. Ah, mind spot.
Alley. This too. Is there more?
Let's see, I think it goes on this door here. Alright, I think... It seems to be like that.
Is that?
Oh, there's... Middle of the room interaction point, this has to be... Upon reaching the next floor, you stop and survey the area. You find yourself in an open area, with grass and trees nearby. Seems like a great place to make a campfire. If you want, you can start a fire and cook here. Of course it's a campsite. Using small branches and leaves gathered from nearby, you spark a fire to life. Alright, what can we make? Ooh, good variety. Yeah, it makes sense. Dishes share a lot of ingredients with desserts. Alright, that should do. There's the campfire. Oh, they have a detection range of 3. Wait, can they grow across gaps, or... Let's see, if I'm looking at this right, it goes like that. goodbye. Don't really get to figure out if they can fly or not. I wonder what these pitfalls structurally serve. Oops. There we are. Kind of, anyways. Oh no. Oh no, Alyssa. Oh boy. Wait, what? No debuff. The heck does Corrosion Kick do then? Again, keep forgetting Arestia has neurotoxin. Alright, Chain Phrase. This might kill them all, but whatever. We'll get the conditional drop if we get the conditional drop. Which seems unlikely right now. Start them so bad we got no drops. Alright, Senor Shortcut. You are impassable from this side. Seems I cannot sway your position.
Wonder what that is.
I do too. That early. I think I remember the specific thing that the second stratum. I think I remember a specific stat that makes second stratum boss so difficult. I'm gonna guess that it's going to cause a lot of four-letter words to appear. Like that. This is gonna cause a lot of that. While wandering through the gorgeous forest, you find a large bird trotting along the ground. It resembles a turkey, but on closer inspection you notice the shape of its body and feathers aren't quite right. Naomi studies the creature and mentions how it resembles a large bird called the dodo. If you want, you can hunt the dodo and collect its meat to cook later. Decide against hunting the dodo, continue on your way. Actually, Because we know it'll give meat. We don't know how much meat, though. Because we don't really have space. Wait, you've played 4 before. You should know what the mechanic is. I don't know why I'm trying to be all vague about it. Or have... forget if you've played 4 before. I'm doubting my own memory right now. Ah, truck hitting. I see. Have you tried a full bind? Oh, friends. Right. Friends. Okay, yeah, I can see how that would cause a reconsidering of the composition. Do you believe 4 is my 4th? Stormjar, you say? Alright. Oh shit. Yeah, that is a rethink the party moment. Oh boy. Oh, well, I can't say I recall specific skills for the most part. I do still remember what the specialty of each class was. If you want me to, if you want some advice on party comp. Oh, hello there, Red Kitty. I forgot we don't have... I overestimated how much passive healing we have and forgot to heal Deotrifa.
That was easy.
Yeah, that was very easy. Okay, let's get this healing underway. Medic. Nightseeker, Sniper, Rune Master. Yeah, it's pretty close to a traditional sounding party. I mean, fitting a fortress in there would be helpful. Like, fortress is actually really goddamn strong in 4. Yeah, I get that. I appreciate it. I mean, nobody has, at this point, at least nobody who's commented on it. Still, practicing the principle does indeed count. Yeah, from what I recall, that is a very, very single-target focused party. Aside from the Rune Master, who can be multi-target. Yeah. I forget if Sniper has multi-target skills. I know Sniper is very good with single target, and they have the binds, but I forget if they have multi-target. And who could you swap? I mean, maybe the Night Seeker you could swap out. Night Seeker or Land Snatch. I mean, you lose different things in exchange for the Fortress's protection, but dang, you wouldn't really need to focus as much on fitting AoE into your party if you can just weather the storm to take them out one by one. Of course, you could use the same party you have right now, and instead just try to focus on burning down the main boss to try and ignore all the pawns. That could be another strategy. I don't know if you have enough damage for that, though. Because I think you'll recall when I fought the Undead King back down, like, 10 floors ago now. Almost 10 floors. That I just focused on the Undead King. I didn't really care about the ads unless they were in the way. It's like... I guess my tentative strategy with a boss that has minions is to initially try to get rid of the minions to see if, you know, they're just gone for good once they're down. And if they respawn, then just keep hitting the boss and then keep the minions under control to a manageable degree. Because the real issue with a minion summoning boss is if you spend all your energy on clearing out the minions, then it's going to be a war of attrition that you'll probably lose. Yeah, that is the initial issue. So it would be... I'd say probably split your party's focus. I know it's pretty standard to have all 5 of your characters focus fire on a single enemy, but in a scenario like this, you should probably assign 1 or 2 party members to always hit the boss, then have the rest handle the minions. Like, I'd assign your sniper to the boss for sure, because if you can get the 1 bind you need to get, then the boss shouldn't be that big of a headache. And then I suppose you'd want Land Snatch and Night Seeker on the minions, and then your Rune Master should be... I mean, if you do get the skill points for it, you could use your Rune Master's AoE skills to try and hit everything at the same time. Otherwise, I'm not sure if they should be helping out the Land Snatch and Night Seeker with the minions, or helping out the Sniper with the sniping. Oh, there's... Shouldn't have gone through here. Not that I made a mistake, it's just this is the wrong order. Doors come last, not first. Or third. Yeah, that's good. Which pretty much means that, as I kind of thought, as long as the future waves spawn in the back, then you just have to burst down the first wave of minions. Then you can focus the boss while kind of just splash damaging the back line. Of course, that's assuming you can actually weather the storm in that case, and if you have a hard time weathering the storm, then I'd swap out either your Night Seeker or Land Snatch for a Fortress. Or just going for more AoE, but that requires a more serious party composition change. Far more serious change. Let's go with Neurotoxin. Oh.
Oh, it's over already?
Neurotoxin wasn't fast enough. Here we are, Herber's level 10. Now I can overheal to a significant degree. I mean, there is increasing revival herb. I guess now we have the HP for it to be worthwhile. It's also status def up, and I suppose maybe some racial traits. Let's bring revival to 9 and then focus on racial. Yeah, I did not miss much, but I still missed these 2 dead ends. And now, you can access some doors. Alright, this is not the Grass Knight guys from the hidden area in the first stratum, so these are not as deadly as their models would imply. Let's go for a Chaos Reap. They're both resistant to panic. Okay. Ah, one's resistant to fire. Too bad it's stab fire, though.
Can you handle this?
Yeah, I get that.
I can still keep going.
Like, I know that me now would consider swapping out party members, but there still is an old part of me that is still still has credibility, I think is the right word. That I should just tough it through, because remember when I fought the Hippogriff and we almost wiped, and how another person, namely Alex, would have just reset there and changed out the party? And how there was even a part of me that wanted to do the same thing, but I toughed it through. Yeah. Yeah, you could do that. Okay, now this thing is behind us, technically. Wait, is that... I can't quite tell what it is. Does it have wings or what? Oh. No, it's something far more grotesque. Fair enough, Labyrinth. Fair enough. Yeah, that's one way to go about it. But also keep in mind re-strategizing too. And remember about your burst gauge. Oh wait, these foes are blue too. And hey, it's dawn. Wait, what's up with... I feel like... Here, there should be a room here. Because there is a room here, I totally missed a door. And it's daytime, we can actually see. I can see! I can map! I think the first time I played 4, my answer to that boss was just to grind out another 20 levels. Yes, 20. Let's go with Ice Peck.
How do you like this?
Fair enough. And I don't remember burst skills enough to really tell you what's good or not. I know there's one that's like, you can run away. And there's probably one that gives you immortality, but that might be a late game or post game one. Also, this photo doesn't detect us through walls, it detects us over walls. It's got a long neck. Wait, there's a door there. Alright, we open up there. Alright, cool. How are we on inventory space? 29 of 80. Yes, obviously. You've never really been able to run away from your problems. Oh. I see. We have a safe 2 tiles, though, at least. Okay. Alright. How am I gonna do this? That's honestly the worst thing timing these little shits could have had. But they're weak to ice, so let's use Chain Freeze, Ice Pack. Let's just go full on. Oh, except for the Union skills. We have not used Union skills.
It is our victory.
There. Now we are not going to look to the left.
Nice. I didn't ask for this.
And door. And clear. This isn't a safe spot either. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, I am still slightly nostalgic for 4 myself. Tempted to play it right after 5, but at the same time, I feel like I should... It is a long game. They are long games, although I am completing it rather quickly, relatively speaking. Oh. Okay. Alright, it goes. All the way. And then we go like that, and like that. And Things like that. Like, it's so clear and bright during the day here. I can actually, like, count the tiles. Alright, here's a tricky spot. So I have the intersection of these two paths. How are we to cross the streams? Well, first, let's get this encounter out of the way. Come on, you pansies. Hop out the bushes, would ya? Seriously, the heck even is corrosive kick?
Can you handle this? Too easy.
Is it like it only deals high damage if you're buffed or something? Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, this seems fine. This is fine. Wait, you can't detect that far. Hmm. Alright, pretty much in the safe zone now. Well, a safe zone. A relatively safe zone. There's still wildlife here, just no lion, giraffe, centipede hybrids. Wonder why we don't see more of those outside of the Untamed Garden. I guess it was the weaker species that had to face an exodus, not the stronger ones, because you'd think the stronger ones would, you know, get to survive and then wander outside or get planted outside, but maybe it's just the weaker ones that had to flee. Well, whatever.
Easy enough.
Is something there?
Why, yes, something should be here. Exclamation mark onto the map instead of an E like I used to, and I'm still not sure. Honestly, I could get used to this new standard. After all, it's just a standard I've set for myself based on another person's maps I've seen. It'd be fine going back to E's, though. Hmm. Yeah, I guess the real question as to which one's better is which stands out more in terms of auto events. Hello, Sora. Merry Christmas. Well, Christmas Eve. But you won't see me on Christmas. While walking down a small path, the underbrush around you grows thicker and thicker. You hear a snap from under your foot. Seems like you stepped on something. As you look down, you see a large hole hidden in the grass stretch open. Fortunately, Ardentia quickly leaps aside and avoids falling down the hole. Looks like someone piled branches and grass to hide the hole and make a trap. If you'd fallen down it, you would have been severely injured. Continue your exploration, exercising more caution about what's on the ground. Alright, but who set up the pitfall? Dangerous pitfall. While exploring the wilds, you almost fell down a hidden hole, but managed to leap aside thanks to some quick reflexes. Like, we haven't encountered any other humanoids up here. So, I'm confuzzled about how that pitfall got here. Which means either another guild got way ahead of us and set that up for hunting purposes, or there's an animal out here that's smart enough to lay those traps and we haven't seen them yet. What I want to know, though, is when we'll get the shortcut that wraps around to the beginning of the floor. So I know how truly far away we are from something is a bit hard to gauge. Can be, but it still feels like we're very far from the stairs. Oh, actually, if I am correct in some assumptions, we actually should have a shortcut very soon. Alright. Let me go like that, and then we put that there. Uh-huh. It does make a circle. Well, it's more like a rectangle, but whatever. It's that kind of shortcut I was looking for. Right back to the stairs. I think that's a 3. Hard to tell. Let's head down south, though.
Is that?
Well, yes, that is something of unknown identity. While walking down a small, rough path, you see a shadow moving at the lane's end. You can barely make out a squirrel-like animal in the shadow of a large plant. Burton doesn't seem to fear your party, and it jumps brightly as it approaches. It seems as though it wants you to pet it. You wonder if you should indulge this familiar-looking creature. Let's tempt fate. You reach out to the small animal, but it takes the opportunity to run up your arm and onto your body. From there, it jumps its head into your backpack and runs off with something in its mouth. You hurriedly rummage through your pack to see what it was the thieving rodent stole. It was an Ariadne thread, one of an explorer's most essential tools. It's too late for you to catch the animal by now. You sigh and move on with your journey. Well, we might need it later, but probably don't. Probably won't. I'll just say thief. Squirrely wrath. You came upon an adorable rodent that stole your heart, so you reached out to pet it without giving it. Yep. They really did. They really did. Hi there, packet laws.
I see. I've learned it.
So I can tell you, they've done events with the squirrel. But they bring it back and the squirrel's actually, like, helpful in some way. Like, it either heals you or you get an item out of it. Like, they really just fuck with you with the squirrels, like, seriously. Whether they help or hinder you, you just don't know. And yeah, the question is, do we go back without the... Do we press onwards or not? Because unless we get pinned by a foe, we don't really need an Ariadne thread. Like, we aren't really consuming that much TP. And even if we were, we have a lot of food stock. So... there's really not much...
Can you handle this? Ha! Ha! Ha!
That was easy.
Yeah, there's genuinely not much consequence to that. Because not only are we not consuming that much TP, we also have a lot of TP restoratives on hand. That's also true. Well, actually, I can kind of see it maybe about 5 turns ahead, but yeah, 5 turns ahead is 5 turns ahead.
Well then. This too. Here's some more.
Aw, no rare drop. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, that's both. Oh, we can go to the other mine point, can't we? Yeah, no, I feel like not pushing our luck with the Ariadne thread. Plus, it's 4 PM. We could go stop by Janetta's.
Fine. This too. Is there more?
I mean, we don't need to now that we're almost full TP and full HP. Yeah, why not? Oh yeah, we do actually... That is a good point. We do have access to more gatherable spots, so let's take those on our way back. There's no foes to be pinned in by on this floor. Alright, Toxic Reap. Yeah, I guess Chain Flame? There we go.
I'll get searching. Take a look. Is there more? I'll get searching. Take a look. Is there more?
And back to town we are.
Good to see ya. What are you selling?
Oh, Master Sword. I was about to get excited for a new tier, but Alyssa, you have the answer. Oh, Rune Wand. A Sans Hobo and his Arcanon. Jousting Armor General. That's all. It's a lot of new stuff.
Anything
There's
else?
a lot of new stuff.
What'll it be?
Right, staff. Oh, Rock Horse Ear. We can already get a +5. See, that one is... Oh, that's even better. That's even better.
You wanna equip it here? What'll it be?
Let's get ourselves a... Oh, what is the description, by the way? Staff created from stones that channel mana using carved runes as conduits. So it's a bastard sword being a broadsword that takes practice to use. It can be swung with one hand or two. And the Sans Hobo. Composed of metal and magic stones, the blade's color resembles a sunset. Zar Cannon, a gun made of ore and shells. Its huge size marks it as the king of firearms.
What'll it be? Anything else? Leave it to me. Yes.
Now, I guess,
Job well done.
do we recycle or keep the vigil box? We can recycle it.
Job well done. Yes. Job well done.
It's got new challenger baked into it, but not only can we
Leave it
just
to me.
have a master WoW give us new challenger, but there's also other methods
Good. It's a success.
for gaining XP quickly.
Anything else?
So for now, there is jousting armor, reinforced with stone chest plating, often used for martial tournaments. General leather. Oh, we need more rock horse here. Historically worn by a famous commander who fought alone on the front lines. Wait, then how are they a commander if they fight alone? I mean, yeah, that is like the whole famous, as kind of the dream, isn't it? To be a one-man army, but still, like, how are you a commander if you're not commanding? Caracomet, padded with a paw inside instead of a conventional cushion. That must be quite comfy. Crimson Crown does not have an attribute up, so I'd say that's worth it. Ah, Glow Brace. That's what Ardentia has. Red Cat Necklace Paralysis Resistance. Necklace of Soft Paws from a Red Cat. Greatly increases... Oh, you know what resistance type.
You got what are you selling? Anything else? Thank you. Come again. Make yourself at home.
Ah, Handscape. Forgot to buy an Ariadne thread. Great timing, Ithroguild. Managed to stock up on new intel. I mean, it's just for one monster, but still, I'm sure it'll be worth it. How about it? Aren't you curious? Leaf Blade Stick Bug, isn't that just kill it with fire? Never mind. Ah, guess I failed to pique your interest. Don't learn much info anyways, I get it. Oh, then please come again if you need to learn a pro tip.
What'll it be?
What about a pro gamer tip? Actually gonna check if we have that. Shielded Phasmid Grassguard Road Shield. That is not the one I need. Or is it? Bladed Phasmid. Yeah, Burnt Leaf Blade. Wait, Miranus tracks? Floor 19, you say? Oh, that must be the hidden area. Then Vernon's Insect Diary. Panda Ant in the 5th Shrine. Hello. Okay. I was thinking of saving these till the end of the 22th floor, but these don't really have to do with the 22th floor. Just have to do with the lower floors.
This one? Which would you
Now,
like?
let's accept
What'll it be?
when we're
Can't wait
prepared,
to
though.
see what you can do.
Welcome. Make yourself at home. Well done. Which will you register? Well done. What would you... I believe in you.
Alright,
Good to see
and
ya.
then buy an Airy Adney thread.
What'll it?
5%
Anything else?
off.
Thank you. Come again.
Oh, welcome back. Good night and sleep tight. How can I be of service? Do you want to save? How can I be of service? I hope to see you back soon.
Yeah, might as well get the talks out of the way.
Ah, it's you.
Ethergold, how have you been since we last spoke? Made it to the 22nd floor, have you? Impressed by your progress. Been reading over your notes. It's true the 5th stratum stands above the sky itself. It's impossible for me to comprehend a part of the labyrinth beyond the clouds. Well, sounds like a work of fiction fabricated by an over-imaginative bard. Yet, if you say it's true, it must be so. It's just so hard to believe.
Is there something else? I expect great things from you.
Well, yeah, we did take a teleporter up, but I doubt we really have the concept of a teleporter in this society.
Welcome. Make yourself at home. Hello.
I've informed the rest of the council on how you reached the 5th stratum. News shocked the leaders of the Celestians, Therians, Brownie, and even our own king. I have no doubt your names will be etched in history if you trample for all of Yggdrasil.
What would you like to do? I believe in you.
Not really what we're going for, we just want to tackle the labyrinth because it's fun, yo.
Make yourself at home.
As I've said, if we have any wishes for the end of the labyrinth, it's for there to be another labyrinth. Yes, you're serious about the 5th stratum, I mean. Word got out, Celestian scholars from Sidonia started arriving in droves. They're obsessed with solving the great mysteries of Yggdrasil and learning what lies at its summit. You're the ones who are going to find out first. It's going to be a big deal. Better be ready for it.
What'll it be? Can't wait to see what you can do.
Good to see ya. Heya.
Hey there, Etherguild. Business is booming thanks to you guys. My shop's frequented by the first guild to ever reach the 5th stratum, after all. All my other customers keep saying, sell me the same equipment that the Ithra guys guild buys. Merchants want to, explorers want to be. You guys really are the talk of the town.
Thank you. Come again.
Oh, welcome back.
Little sister really looks up to you, dear guess. All she talks about now is how cool the Ithra Guild is. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. Whenever she sees me having a friendly chat with her heroes, she thinks more highly of me as a result. So let's keep talking like this, okay? That way my little sis will start to think that I'm as cool as all of you. Guess that's one way to do it.
Do you want to save? How can I be of service? I hope to see you back soon.
Yeah, Decim All is not a name I recognize, but then again, just joining with Amari Chrysler makes me think you've been here before. Alright. Let's... yeah, take the mining spots. Ah, cut it. It's an emulator. So yeah. Custom textures.
Fine. This too. Here's some more. Is there more?
Yeah, maybe. The comments are pretty rare. Well, sorry, comments that I get are pretty rare, so like, that's something that crosses my mind that often, and on top of that, YouTube only really notifies me of like, they're supposed to notify me immediately, and sometimes they do. Other times, it's like 2 weeks after you post the comment, I then get a notification saying, hey, there's been a comment on this video. I'm like, YouTube, what is up? So I appreciate the comment. If you have, just know it's very inconsistent on whether I actually get to see them in a timely fashion or not. Oh, you did. That's actually glad to hear that. Yeah, welcome to the live show. Yeah, I can't say I've had notifications appear that late before. I think at most it's been like a day late or something. But damn, YouTube can really drop the ball on those.
Still keep going.
Yeah, I was trying to keep the bit on not acknowledging the hats, but at this point... gosh, can I actually... Not sure if I can go straight to the folder where they're kept in here. Let's see. Would it be in recent? 'Cause if it is in recent, then I will show you one that I think is the most hilarious. Someone who won't get to talk too much in town, though. Quick access. Nope, I don't really see it. The other way I can access it directly is from Citra's main menu, but that means exiting the game. Oh, yeah, like, I have like 63 subs, and I've only ever been notified about like 5 of them in the entire time I've been on YouTube. I should probably set up more notifications. I've been thinking about being a bit more serious with the stream setup too, like actually having an ending card and maybe some more notifications now too. I used to have like...
Here's some more.
When I set up for Twitch, I actually set up a lot of audio visual notifications, but this isn't Twitch. You're in the exclusive club. But seriously, thank you. It's... Again, without you making your presence known, I really don't know who's watching or how much they enjoy it or anything. So, making yourself known means a lot. As you make your way through the lush forest, you come across a patch of forest berries. Ooh. But do we have space for it? There are countless berries growing there, so if they're just waiting to be picked. If you want, you can harvest some of the berries. You harvest several handfuls of ripe berries. Times 5? Nice. Now, is this replenishable? Probably not, but, well, it'd be nice if it is. Once you have enough, you decide to continue on your way. Yeah, not replenishable. Finding forest berries. Coming across a patch of forest berries, you picked enough fruit for your needs, then return to your exploration. A little disappointed it doesn't show up in the small cards for the XP cards. Probably have to get the right texture done for those, don't I? Yeah, I was about to ask what you watch and what you enjoy about the streams, because I know Alyssa's just here and enjoys, I guess, holding conversation. But knowing what actually gets people to stick around would help in the long term. Since I'm starting to have thoughts about actually growing the channel for realsies. Yeah, you've probably heard it since you're watching the archives, but I do own all of them. So I own... Yeah, I own all but the Persona spin-offs and the one Mystery Dungeon spin-off that wasn't released in the outside of Japan. So I've got the entire mainline series, 1 through 5. I have Untold until 2. I've got Etrian Mystery Dungeon as well. And I do believe that's it. I started with 3, which I put 4-digit hours into. Not only because it was my first game, but also because, you know, was like much younger back then, had a lot more free time. Yeah, Etrian Mystery Dungeon and Etrian Mystery Dungeon 2. Yeah, there was a second one, but the first one didn't do well enough outside of Japan to warrant localizing the sequel, which I was disappointed in, because I didn't like Mystery Dungeon. It wasn't... It mainly came down to party AI, which just was very wasteful of TP. And I was hoping I'd get the sequel and hope they improved it, but never really got to see the sequel unless I learned Japanese. Yeah, it never got translated, and I don't know if there's a fan translation either. Oh, those are the stairs. There was a very weird looking column in the wall. Kinda is, though. Yeah, so I've 100%ed 3, 4, 5, and 99.9%ed Untold 2. And I've gotten... And I'm into the post-game. Up to the post-game in Untold 1 and 2. Kind of. So, in Citra, you don't have a stick, obviously, unless you use a controller, so I have keys. So, I can't really do a partial gradient, because I have to hold down the key. Like, that's kind of the best I can do for an in-between, which is seizuring. Yeah, it's full tilt or no tilt, basically. Oh yeah, I forgot about Nexus. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, Nexus will also fall under like that 99.5% completion rate too, because I got to the final boss in Nexus and Untold 2 and couldn't quite beat them. But I've got everything else in those games. And then 4 I beat 100%, 5 I beat 100%, 3 I beat 100%. 1 I played up until the post-game and then decided to move on to 2 because I got 1 and 2 at the exact same time. And then 2 I got to the post-game but could not actually get past the 26th floor because my party was way too physical damage oriented. And grinding out new party members in the first 2 games is a real pain in the ass. So I kind of just stopped in 2. I wonder if there's a shortcut to that treasure chest. Yeah, there might be.
I'll go first. Fine. How's this?
Yeah, I know everybody wants it to be on the Switch because it's Nintendo console like the DS, but I vote for PC because we can use the mouse for cartography, and then I've set up my Citra keybind so all these controls are on one hand. Like, I'm playing the game with only the left hand right now, and I can still have everything. Should probably show those keybinds too in case you want to play it on Citra.
Leave it to me.
Alright. Would be an F11. I haven't really made use of save states that much, but here, let me make one there. And then for configure controls. So this is the keybind to set up. So WASD movement, E is A, R is B, F is Y, Q is X. And then L and R are left shift and spacebar. ZL and ZX, well, ZL and ZR, I rarely found a game that ever used these. I don't think I ever played a game that used them, but they're Z and X, respectively. And then the camera is the only one that requires, like, actual hand movement, which is IJKL. If you're playing a game that actually like needs use of the circle pad, like regularly, like you would with doing a 2 thumbstick type of deal, I wouldn't say this setup works, but for Etrian Odyssey, it's very good. Got everything but cartography on one hand. And that's the 3rd time I've seen more random brief phrase in chat before. I think they get filtered out by the YouTube's spam detection, but there are actually a lot of bots that just post random web addresses. I know they're gibberish. It's most of the comment notifications, actually. Anywho. Just want to be sure that actually works. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I need to consider ROMs more, because I don't really have money to buy games. So, and I keep forgetting ROMs are a thing. Custom texture. There we are. Again, I like what I did with Igor. The hat's just right there on the dragon. It's hard not to laugh when I see that. Yeah, I assume the messages are bots too, Alyssa. Alright, now to see if there's like a shortcut I can gain access to for this room. Yeah, I point out Egar's hat just because I don't really... This party's doing good, so we're not going to be going to the guild to swap out guild members, so not gonna... Unlikely to see Egar's hat. I made the hats a little less obvious for the townspeople, though. Nothing on this side. And if there's no shortcut on this wall, then we are stumped. That we are. Wonder how we get down there then. I mean, I can already kind of... It's been long enough ago that my memories are pretty vague on what actually went down in this game. But there's probably like a second set of stairs or something that goes into this room. Like there's probably a stairs like up or down or something right there. Oh, right, let's actually set up the auto-pathing then for this floor. Ah. Wait, what? Oh, that's unfortunate. Actually, can I? Or am I really just... Nope. Oh, that's gonna make things more difficult. So I'll just do that then. And then take path up to there. And loop this path around too far and up north. There. And then take this and just go back. Okay. Nothing actually connects to the stairs, though. Actually, yeah, let's do Train Blast.
All right, that's fine. I'll pitch it. Give up. Concentrating attack.
Arms, legs, yes. Got the conditional. Well, I assume we have the conditional anyways.
That was easy.
Alright, let's get those take points. I think I mentioned this earlier in the stream, but since tomorrow's Christmas, I won't be streaming. But the day after, it's back on. Wait, does New Year's fall on the weekend too? I haven't checked the calendar. Alright, Toxic Reap the back, Chain Phlegm. Oh, no poison. Oh, it's the dangerous one's dead. Ah. Now it's the question of, is there a New Year's stream?
That was easy. Well then. Take a look. A rare one. Is there more?
Yeah, that's convenient. Not that I'd really want to know. I gotta say, one of the greatest joys in the game is actually discovering something of significance, like on your own without any help. Or at least without any apparent help. So honestly, I'm a bit excited to hear that map is incomplete. Of course, if I really wanted to know, I could just bust out my actual 3DS with my actual copy of 5 and just look at the map for this 4. Which always has and always will be an option.
I can still keep going. I'll get searching. Take a look. Here's some more. Is there more?
Reporting. It's pretty great. That would actually be genuinely spooky, because I didn't download this ROM up from online, I ripped it straight from my own cartridge.
Good to see ya. What are you selling?
Yeah, one of my I have 2 3DSs. I used to do the practice of every time there's a new release to, trade in the old one to then pay partially for the new one. But in college I had some cash to spare, so I just got the new one and didn't trade in the old one, so I have 2 3DSs. One's a very old... It's a 3DS XL, and then I have a new 2DS. One of them is jailbroken, and I think it's the new 2DS. Kinda tend to forget which one's jailbroken.
Anything else? Thank you. Come again.
Well, if you do jailbreak one of your DSs, there is an option in one of the boot menus to dump your cartridge's ROM onto your SD card. And then if you can just access the SD card in your DS, either through a physical SD card reader or just through a wireless reading, then you have your ROM. I didn't say too much specific just because I followed the wiki guide on Citra's own wiki, so I didn't really memorize the procedure. Plus, I've only done it once.
yourself at home.
The thing I will say, I would have made Nirina's hat lower on her brow, because I think that's how I'd wear it, but how the game animates her eyes would cause for some very weird things if I made it lower. Like, significantly lower. Maybe I can get away with some pixels lower, but some pixels lower doesn't really matter.
What'll it be? Which would you like to tackle? This one?
So you're taking this quest on, are you? You've already spoken with Vernon. It's the entomologist who made the request. He's excited to see you even as we speak, so make sure you go talk to Vernon again.
This one?
That request is actually from me. As for the circumstances behind it, I cannot tell you just yet. If you come upon the answer I'm looking for, I'll let you know.
I'm sorry.
Sorry to send you on a quest without giving you more info, but please try to understand. I need to know more about the area between the Lucent Hollows and the Untamed Garden. In other words, I'd like to ask you about 419. You're near the west side of 419. Do you notice anything suspicious there? A hidden passage leading further in? Get an idea of where that might be. Feel free to talk to me again later. Thanks.
What'll it be?
Yeah, I think... Yeah, getting ROMs is, usually not that difficult. I will say, though, getting a ROM of 5 that has the DLC was very, very hard. But thanks to me ripping my own game, I have all the DLC that I got, which includes the FM. Oh, what voice did I give Vernon? You know, I genuinely don't remember what voice I gave Vernon. Hello again, Guild. Thanks for accepting my request. Let's get down to business. By your account, there are monochrome ants called panda ants on the 5th stratum, yes? What I need to know is what flavors panda ant favors. Here's what you'll need. 1 loaf of super sweet bread and 1 loaf of extra spicy bread. I made these special bread loaves to help with the investigation. Suffice to say, I flavored them in such a way to be unfit for people, so don't nibble. Put that bread somewhere a panda ant will be able to see it and observe how it reacts. Keep an eye out for whether they love it, hate it, or just ignore it. Write it all down. As for where to put it, the closer to the ant's nest, the better. I'd really like you to try out both types of bread. But I realize you have your own things to do, so it's fine if you only have time to try one.
What'll it be?
Alright. Could it be that you located the suspicious area around 419? Hidden passageway, perhaps? Ah, that is a problem. I've only ever tried running ROMs of DS games, 3DS games, and GBA games, and even then not that many, because I still have my 3DS and Game Boy Advance. Really? Please, show me where it is. Should be right here. So there's a hidden passageway there? Alright, I'll send out a scout to confirm. I just heard back. Your intel checks out. It seems that the crystals up there are breakably hard, so how did they... Oh, sorry for zoning out like that. Well, that completes the request. Should please report it now. I know I'm right here, but rules are rules. I'll explain everything when you officially report the request is complete, alright? Alright then, let's
Wait to see what you can do.
let's just head out to the 21st floor. Do the ant observation. Yep, a different hardware level. Probably has to do with the architecture. Or the type of motion controls, because I think... No. I can't say I know, just I think on this matter, but I think the Switch control is gyro-based, probably. Like a really good gyro. While Wii Remote is IR-based, so it actually sends out a little laser pointer. Something else needs to pick up.
Is something there?
Yeah, part of me was thinking that I might also have like an IR sensor, because I think it does for the statues, the amiibos. It's an IR sensor for those. But I don't think like motion-wise it's IR based. I know a lot of stuff tends to share architectures, but some things in the console space are radically different. Like how the PS3 has a completely unique architecture, which made it technically stronger than the Xbox 360, but so much harder to code that like all the games were inferior until like the end of the life cycle when people actually figured it out. On top of that, security is kind of non-existent on the PS3. It's mostly just because who the hell knows how to hack their architecture in the first place. As you blaze a trail through the wilderness, you notice a mound by your feet and stop. Looks like an anthill, which reminds you of Vernon the entomologist's request. If you recall correctly, your job is to observe an insect's reaction to eating bread. If this really is an anthill at your feet, you might be able to find a panda ant. You can try placing down bread to lure it out, or leave it alone. Let's try the extra spicy. You take some spicy-smelling bread out of your backpack and set it down near the entrance to the large anthill. Then you hide in a nearby bush and keep as quiet as possible. Eventually, a panda ant crawls out of the hill. Panda ant notices the bread and suddenly stops in its tracks. Antennae twitching, it paces around the unfamiliar object a few times. The panda ant seems interested, but makes no attempt to bite into the bright red bread. After even more time passes, the panda ant is still showing no effort to eat that bread. At the very least, doesn't appear to be recognizing the scent of the bread as food. If you believe that's enough data, you can end the experiment here. Let's continue. Doom Eternal with Play-Doh on. Yeah, I don't know about that. Wait. It could be the level of the gyro. I mean, it could have just legit slipped their minds on the... Okay. Console has a lot of limitations to it compared to PC. It's because of how infrequently new consoles come out. You end up having to deal with outdated hardware. Requires extensive optimization as well as limited storage space. So, no motion controls on PlayStation 4 is either because they forgot to, that's always an option. The gyro is a bit too outdated compared to PC controllers, but that's probably not it. Or they just had to make space, so they cut out gyro controls. I don't know how much space gyro controls would take up, though. I mean, definitely in... was it 7th gen or 6th gen? Like, GameCube era games, there's definitely, like, whole swaths of games that would just get cut out just to make space to fit on the disc. Yeah, we got download space now, but even that's still limited. Less restrictive than discs, but not infinitely so. Your job was to observe the panda ant eating the bread, not just looking at it. Decide to wait until it does so. But patience is finally rewarded when the panda ant takes a bite of the bread. continues to eat, so just about to conclude that's fine with spicy food. However, Panda Ant suddenly stops eating the bread and starts writhing in agony on the ground. The thrashing bout, the Panda Ant skitters frantically back into its anthill. He doesn't like spicy food. Maybe this bread is just that spicy. Now to look at it, the redness of the dough seems pretty abnormal. Even the crust is the color of blood. No human would ever try eating such a thing. But maybe you could try eating leftover bread and figure out just how spicy this stuff really is. Dash that thought from your mind. That bread is obviously unfit for consumption. You have to be out of your mind to eat it. All things considered, that should conclude your study of spicy food and panda ants. They still have more types of bread to test. Either find another site to experiment with the other bread, or report back to Vernon at the Twilight Tavern to complete this quest. Yeah, the only exposure I've had to motion controls, or specifically gyro controls, was Breath of the Wild. Like, playing Breath of the Wild on the Switch with gyro controls, I really wish every game had this, because I find a controller with stick movement to be better than WASD movement in most cases. But with gyro controls, you get the same precision as a mouse, without needing a mouse, so it's like best of both worlds. I think you can set up gyro aiming on controllers with at least PC, but it's pretty difficult because it's not native support. Which means it's a lot of setup and tinkering and trial and error, which is going to get bothersome. And there is this poison, that's an issue. Alright, Chaos the backline. Like, he said the bread was unfit for human consumption, so we better not eat it. Still curious what would actually happen if someone would eat it, but
With all my heart and soul.
this time I will not sate that curiosity.
This is the last one.
What is that?
So it's an issue. It sounds like an issue of public perception to me. Besides, they could just call it gyro stuff or whatever. They just not use the tag motion, and it should probably avoid the stigma. As you blaze a trail through the wilderness, you notice a mound by your feet and stop. It looks like an anthill, which reminds you of Vernon, the entomologist's request. If you recall correctly, your job is to observe an insect's reaction to eating bread. This really is an anthill at your feet. You might be able to find a panda ant. You can try placing down bread to lure it out, or leave it alone. Although speaking of Doom Eternal, I still really want to get it, but I don't have the money to buy it, so I just have Doom 2016 and Ultra Kill. Ultra Kill's a bit. Is it the best or the second best $20 I ever spent? Fantastic game. I mean, it's a huge upgrade over Stick, but you really can't predict if we're just gonna stop innovating there. Hounder was a nice class in EO2, though I don't think I... They aren't overpowered like they are in the first Untold. Fortunately or unfortunately, they're a balanced class. But I have Devil Survivor 2. Never played the first one though. Yes, hello again, Sora. You take some sweet-smelling bread out of your backpack and set it down near the entrance of the large anthill. Then you hide in a nearby bush and keep as quiet as possible. Eventually, a panda ant crawls out of the hill. Panda ant notices the bread and suddenly stops in his tracks. I mean, dude, I got $0 to my name. I guess now will be a time to mention that, yeah, I got the donation link down there through Ko-Fi, but that's on you. That's up to you. Because other than that, I have nothing. So I'm still looking for a computer software development job. I've been starting to get some leads, but it's been a lot harder than it probably should be. The panda ant notices the bread and suddenly stops in its tracks, antennae twitching it approaches the food. Yeah, that's also why I mentioned before, like, I should look into ROMs more, because I'm broke, so ROMs are free. More games. Although, to counter that, I've been playing Warframe a hell of a lot. Hell of a lot. I don't think my family has plans for tomorrow, so I could just have tomorrow be not Etrian Odyssey. If you guys want to see like Warframe or Ultra Kill or something. Or I could say that for next week, or we could not do that at all. I don't know, it just crossed my mind because it's a holiday. Maybe we could also take a break to play a different game. Yeah, Titanfall 2 has been on my wish list, but now that since I've been broke, and now that I hear that servers are DDoSed to hell, and no fix in sight, I feel like I've missed the window. Yeah, Warframe, it's... oh boy. I think Josh Strive Hayes has done a video on it in his worst MMO series. Which is not about horrible MMOs, it's about trying to find the worst MMO, in case you haven't heard of it before. He sums up pretty accurately. He hasn't, of course, seen the late game in Warframe because he hasn't played that far, but he still got the gist of it. Half of 419 and 460. Huh. Yeah, there's a lot more. Hey, Alex. Just letting you know, because tomorrow's Christmas, there won't be a stream unless there's a consensus that it should just be like a off day for stream, different game. The scent alone is all it takes to convince the panda ant to start eating the bread. Panda ant digs in, completely engrossed. Before long, the panda ant has totally devoured every last crumb of bread. Seems to have a serious sweet tooth, or a sweet mandible, as the case may be. As you take notes on your observations, the panda ant scuttles back into its hole. That completes the experiment of panda ants and sweet bread. All that remains is to report back your findings to the entomologist back at the tavern. But yeah, on Warframe, it's very fun moment to moment, but the systems surrounding it are not too well explained. They're pretty in-depth and allow you to customize very extensively, but not a lot of tutorialization for them. And then there's just hella grind. It's not actual MMO levels of grind, because the MMO kind of tries to obfuscate how much grinding you gotta do, and then add more grind with every update. Warframe, not really. It lets you know the grind up front, and doesn't try to be that ridiculously unfair of anything. So, it's a really long grind in Warframe, but there is an end to it. But by the time you reach that end, you honestly it'll be a very strong habit to keep playing Warframe, which is my case, because I'm just about to have everything in that game. Oh. Actually, I think the case study for great tutorials is Portal, which I ashamedly have still not played. Like, apparently Portal is like 80% tutorial and you just don't realize it. But yes, I do know what you're talking about, the original Mario. By having you start on the left, you gotta go right, and you can't go left, and you cannot pass the first Goomba without jumping over it. Which means by the time you pass that first Goomba, you know all the basics. Without telling you a single thing.
You won't get away from me! Easy enough.
Make yourself at home.
Ah, you're back. Did you figure out which flavors the panda ant favors? Oh, that is really nice design. Yeah, that's really nice design. I also remember about the first Mario in that the composer actually, like, to make sure that, like, his songs are as listenable as they are, he actually just listened to them himself hours on end on loop to make sure that you didn't get fatigued from the music. Yeah, I put a lot of good attention to detail in that game. Really, tell me everything. I see seeds of much down the sweetbread. They indicate an affinity for sweet things. Good to know. We got near the spicy bread, it recoiled and ran off somewhere. Really can tell when something's spicy, which make a note about how cautious they seem to be. Yes, I think I understand now. Glad I had you do this, Etrian. With that, you've completed my request. Please accept your reward from Marina. Hopefully we'll meet again, Etrian. I'll pray to the great tree that you stay safe.
What'll it be?
Wait, Martin is olives, so how many olives do we have? Oh, we got 4 olives. Yeah, that's good dedication to the craft. See, out of all of Etrian Odyssey, there's only been like 2 themes that I've really gotten fatigued of. There was the rewards theme that introduced in 4, the orchestral version, and I think 4's faux theme. Other than that, like, I could listen to these songs hours on end.
Thank you.
Looks like Vernon's request was completed without any problems. Something insect sounds fun, but nothing labyrinth is that easy. Anyone hurt? Well, I guess seeing a lot come here covered with injuries is nothing unusual. Always make it back in one piece. That's what matters at the end of the day. Here you go. Well done, as always. Scores are getting pretty high right now.
What'll it be?
Really high.
Which will it be? Thank you.
Also, that was a big package drop. I mean, kind of well timed though, given that I'm gonna end stream after we finish this, given the timing. And that completes the formalities. You've been a big help. Now then, I think you all deserve an explanation. Before I posted this request, there was a fetch request taken on by other explorers. Because the requester had asked for a lot of different items out of 419, I hired on multiple guilds for the job. Like I said, it was just a collections gig. Thought it would be business as usual. But every one of those guilds came back beaten half to death by monster attacks. Barely made it out of there alive. Certain situations were so critical, I apologized to the requester and canceled the job myself. Afterwards, I checked on the adventurers in the hospital. They were in bad shape. It might never be the same. They certainly won't be able to go adventuring anytime soon. On top of all that, it's a poor reflection of my ability to judge a request's potential difficulty. So I asked around in case there were any unusually dangerous monsters on floor 19, but no one had heard of anything of the sort. That's why I hired you. Didn't want to send you on a suicide mission, but my reputation was at stake. I had nowhere else to turn. Fortunately, asking you was the right choice. Now that I know how dangerous the area is, I'll adjust my quest assignments accordingly. Well then, that's all I have to say. Thank you.
You're doing well.
You're in this reward, so please take it.
What'll it be? There's no new requests right now. Can't wait to see what you can do.
Alright, we have a lot of stuff
Good
to store,
see ya.
and a stream to close.
Anything else? Thank you. Come again.
I will say, Cyrex hat, though,
Good to see ya. Hey ya.
yeah, it's like right there. I put it on top of his feather, on his cap, because he has a really big hat. But it gets obscured by the UI, unfortunately.
Thank you. Come again.
I'll just add to the hidden ads part.
Oh, well, of course. I'll be glad to look after that for you.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of Thericas.
How can I be of service? Do you want to save?
As for Janetta's, I mean, I guess I'll explain it while I'm out on the subject. Yeah, unfortunately hard to spot. I think it's a funny spot, but it's unfortunately hidden by the UI. As for Janetta, it's just because I didn't have a Christmas hat picture that could cover both of her ears naturally, or just one or whatever, so... Hey, your hand's right there.
I hope to see you back soon.
Make yourself at home.
Yes. Mira and I could fit. I originally had her hat lower, but given how the game animates the eyes, it would cause some very weird glitching if I
Hope to
put
see
it
you again
actually
soon.
lower on her brow.
Ah,
As for Egar, it's also a little hidden. Again, look at the top. He has a hat, I promise you that.
farewell.
And then Ramos was pretty normal.
Welcome. Make yourself at home. I'll be here.
Yeah, well, it didn't quite...
Ah, it's you. What will you do?
And because it didn't swap out parties, this effort won't quite get to be seen until now, but yes, I did do hats. I got a good few different types of hats. Tracks wins. Yeah. I've also thought of putting like a hat on somebody's shoulder, but that didn't quite seem right to me. Anywho, that's all the hats.
Is there something else?
Oh, yeah. I guess you haven't seen it, so...
What do you do?
Oh gosh, I forget when I started the practice, but at this point, I tend to fill out the entire guild roster. Pardon me. Oh, that's a good point. I don't know how I missed that. Well, technically there is a stream directly after Christmas, which I guess could be Christmas special number 2. Yeah, I really should have given the bird a hat. But yeah, I tend to fill out the entire guild roster in my guilds, and I try to have an equal number of every class. So usually 3 of each class, because there's 10 classes normally. Although for the stream, we aren't at full roster yet, and I'm allowing people to register their own characters if they want to. Something I brought up fairly often in like the early streams, but kind of dropped it later on because not many new people. So, of these characters, Alyssa was registered by Alyssa. Let's see. Lorraine registered by Nerva, who rarely pops in, but somebody that I know IRL. Naomi was also registered by Alyssa. And Alari was registered by Sobit. And Ardentia was registered by Nerva. And Honest was registered by Alex. I still don't know why you have a healing-focused shaman that's a Celestrian. Like, I get the offensive-focused one, but just the stat spreads. Oh yeah, I know in 5, the only like specialty run, like genuine special. Okay, there's only like 2 times I've done kind of challenge runs, which was in Untold. I tried a nomadic run, which got super freaking tedious by the 3rd stratum, but that's mostly because the 3rd stratum is awful in that game. Untold's 3rd stratum is awful. It is worse than any 6th stratum in any of the other games. But that aside, nomadic run up until that point, and then in 5 I did an Earthland military run, which was a party consisting of 3 fencers and 2 dragoons. Oh, the changing classes for stats part of it's looks. Can't really knock that. There's the light roleplay element in these games. But I change a class for stats if you're trying to optimize for certain skills or subsection of the skill tree. Because, yeah, the default race is generally the best for that class, for stat spread. But for certain niches, other races might be better. Yeah, I actually beat the game with that Earthling military party. Didn't do a 100% run with that, didn't really try for it, but like, damn, it went a lot farther than I thought. Really relied on the Blessing Union skill to handle healing, but it's just like, you got decoy bunkers, you got chains, it's just wow. A lot more, like the... who else? I think that was it for... Yeah. That was all the characters registered by others. Everything else I've registered myself, either as necessary or just to give us a good spread. I do change out party members as I think necessary. Oh right, there's a 3rd challenge run, the recruitment run. Which is where you don't register anybody, you instead ask other people to register 1 character per person. Or more characters per person, depending on how many people you can find. And that leads to some horribly unbalanced guilds, which is why I decided not to really do that this time. So, you can ask me to register a character, but no promises about them being in the party. I'm not gonna make this a hellish playthrough for myself. Only medics. I think there's a Reddit story of somebody doing only necromancers too for 5. Like, there's an only brownie party in 5. It's like, they reclassed the brownies into whatever they needed, but it was all brownies. Such low attack power, but so unkillable. And there's an all necromancer party too. You can get away with just about anything in 5. A lot of party configurations.
Farewell.
Oh, thank you for your patronage. Good night and sleep tight. How can I be of service? Do you want to save?
So yes, to reiterate,
See you back soon.
I am still taking recruitments until our roster is full, or unless I think there's just too many of one class. Then I won't allow for that class specifically. But aside from registering it, and yes, you will get to customize, I will slow the stream down to let you customize it through me, but no promises about actually using the character, because I'm going to use what I think is useful. But here's the thing: in the original 2, you can solo the entire game with a Hexer. Because, you know Revenge Curse that does the absolute damage? Yeah, that was really busted scaling in the first game, in the original. Really busted. Yeah, there's kind of technically a 4th challenge run I did, but I don't really consider it one, which is how I originally played the game, which is I actually like made some characters with backstories and have a whole, at least general story for the guild, which is in its way a challenge because you're playing suboptimally for the sake of roleplay. I enjoyed it, and it did make the game a lot harder. Because I didn't have a healing class. In 3, I just saw passive healing on one class. I'm like, alright, that's our healing, and I didn't know until way later just how much weaker passive healing is compared to active healing. That was a long 4 stratums. Up until I actually trained up a person with active healing. The end of the 4th stratum, I just redid my guild. I kept the characters, by the way. Never really got rid of them. And I kept trying to shoehorn them in, so it's like one contiguous narrative between all the games, so it's the same people conquering all the labyrinths until it's like 4. 4 and I think Untold. No, yeah. 4 I went with, because none of the portraits looked like the portraits from the first 3 games. At least not quite with the same roles, so I went with, oh, it's our kids. We're tackling the labyrinth in the 4th game. And then we got to Untold, I'm like, I've already done this labyrinth, so let's have it be like secondary cast, not the main characters. And that's when I started to branch out. And then by the second Untold, I'm just like, let's just optimize the whole guild. I don't really do the roleplay side too much anymore, which is a little unfortunate, but my guilds and parties are far stronger because of it. Honestly, that's nicer. Restoring TP instead of HP is nicer. I get the HP though.
I expect great things from you.
Oh, welcome back. Do you want to save?
That's pretty much all the play I'm doing for tonight, because it's 22:16. Trying to see manga. Oh boy. Maybe. I feel like I've seen some of it. If it was like a very short, like 1 chapter thing, then I think so, for Etrian Odyssey 2. But if there's another manga, then no, I haven't. Hmm. Ah, yeah, true enough. I forgot about that side of it. Kinda like a pugilist in 5. Like living on the edge. Yeah, then I may have read it. Or at least part of it. So I don't remember it specifically aside from one page. But I do remember reading an Etrian Odyssey comic, though. Comic manga.
Did you know that all cats have 9 lives? It's true. One of my family's house cats told me so.
Interesting fun fact there, Janetta.
I hope to see you back soon.
Good to see ya.
I mean, yeah, feel free to. Nothing's stopping you from joining the Discord. Right now, I'm just tempted to... I really do want a clue on what the Amalgam's conditional drop is. Probably if I get the name, though. That'll be fine. In fact... Yeah, not quite a Etrian proverb.
You're always welcome here.
Oh, yeah. I should mention that. I forget when I started doing it, but... There are some interesting Etrian proverbs, so I started to collect them in Discord in their own channel. Every time I come across one, I record it there. Alright, 4-5.
Over there.
Alright, my current plan is to use Analyze to figure out the name of the conditional drop. And from there, maybe I'll figure out how to do it.
I'll go first. Leave it to me.
Oh, go ahead. Dang it. Oh, I see a new register. Welcome. I'll give you the stream and greenhorn roll immediately. Alright, so stream roll is just in notice board. You'll get pinged when streams start. You can ask me to remove that if you get annoyed by it. And then greenhorn is just saying how long you've been active in chat. No real privileges with Greenhorn, just there to say how senior of a viewer you are. Alright, let's take out the arms. And this time, analyze the right freaking thing.
Are you ready for this?
Alright, what? Stun barrier. But it's immune to every single status. What? Do we have to kill it with bash damage? No, that'd be too easy. Oh, maybe actually that is how we should do it. No, the legs don't have drops. Well, we've got cut damage, stab elemental damage, and technically bash damage. And we got stab, stab, and cut. So Hound's cut. I think Hawk is cut. Here, I'll take out the legs.
Easy enough.
Or not. Okay, so Stun Guard. I've tried a turn 1 kill. You can get a turn 1 kill easily, that's not it. Turn 1 kill is a Hippogriff. So...
Hail, and well, I hope to see you back soon.
Ah, it's what will you do?
What we will do is get as many bash type units as we can. Is there anybody who's... I mean, yeah, we could kit out somebody. I guess we'll just take Harwin.
Very well then. Is there something else?
I'll
I
ask
expect
this,
great
is it
things
bash damage? Really silly? I want to say it's bash damage if it's that silly. Don't tell me it's volt damage. Okay. How do you paralyze it?
Ah, it's farewell.
Oops.
Ah, it's you. What will you do? I expect great things from you.
All the butts. It's immune to paralysis. How the heck? I'm just gonna... I know that there was one enemy that had a conditional drop of killing it with... Was it paralysis or panic? I don't know. Kill it with one ailment, and if you kill it with the attack that would inflict it, but you killed it that turn, you still got the conditional, so maybe if I just kill it with Paralyzing Reap. I wouldn't have thought of that, because we'd kill it too fast for it to happen naturally. Alright.
Handle this?
Yeah, that's gonna be an issue.
Just one more.
Wait, hold up. Miasma Armor is going to expire this turn, so Miasma Armor. Probably gonna have to get like a rope cutter or something.
Who invited you?
Because, I mean, Paralyzing Reap is gonna do like 1,000 damage. 2,000 damage.
Wait just a minute. Look out!
Alright. Yeah, we need a weaker scythe. We need a weaker scythe. That was level 4 Paralyzing Reap.
Hey, and well, I hope to see you back soon.
Good to see ya. What'll it be?
I could get a grass cutter or something. Yeah, let's just get a rope cutter.
Good to hear. What'll it be? Anything else? Thank you. Come again.
Oh yeah. It's just because Erastia is like our ailment specialist, which is why I immediately thought of her.
Ah, it's you. What will you do?
I bet we have Paralyzed Gas too. In fact, don't we have a ailment specialist too? Alright, let's see. Pretty... who was it? Quarren, yes. And then I will bring along... I guess Alyssa just for the quick kill afterwards. And... There's Rastia. And then I guess also for the quick kill, bring along Cirque.
Very well then. Is there something else?
It's like, do I want to max out Black Shroud or... Nah, I'm gonna go into the Fatal Reap.
Mastered it.
As for Cirque, yeah, Armor Pierce.
Okay.
Here we are with Karidi, who is Smoke Flash, that's stun. Doesn't have Paralysis Smoke, dang it.
All right.
Alright, but Quarren has the good stuff.
Did it work?
But first things first,
Did it work?
Atonement Max. Alright, so right along Alyssa, Rastia. Should probably bring along like our Geffy for luck, and then or Sark for more damage. Triva, and you know, we're just gonna use all the paralyzing pots with Gyat, so why not just bring along Naomi?
Very well then. Is there? I expect great things from you.
Good to
Wait a
see
minute.
you. You're always welcome here.
Oh, of course. I'll be glad to look after that for you.
Wait, really? Oh, right, that's materials. Ravant, Almist, Guard Soul, Adult Gas. Really? No paralysis gas.
Oh, girls gotta make a living.
Good to see ya.
Let's see, do you have... Bash stab. Stun jar. Yes. Yes, you do. It's like 5 of those.
Anything else? Thank you. Come again.
Doesn't really matter which side we come from, we still get foes.
Is something there?
Alright. And then... Yep. Got her. How low is your attack now? 110. Half your attack value. Alright, throw out some stun gas, throw out a paralyzing reap. You can hit defend, defend, defend.
Won't work.
Alright, now we just have to hope that it actually lasts until it merges.
I'm right here.
There we go.
Do I have to? I'll match you.
Yes, yes you do have to. Let's see, what would be... Actually, the all hit would be a stab attack, so let's just go chain freeze. But proceed that with a wide swing. And Earth Spike.
This is the end. Unleash. Are you ready for this? The enemy was weak.
Stun barrier! Finally! Thank you for the advice. Definitely not something I would have thought to experiment with,
Something there.
and not something that would have organically happened with DPS this high.
Good to see you. What are you selling?
Just 1,000. Once part of a barrier that kept the forest safe, this striped pattern is meant to signify peace.
What are you selling?
Great. Oh no.
What'll it be?
Oh no. Oh, that's cheaper than the Answerer. Oh no. Oh, well, a little bit, because there is the stun ailment, yeah, but there's also like stun gas and stun whatever. It usually inflicts paralysis. It's like stun kick. Oh no. So, Arastia's in the Vanguard party. So this will be a huge DPS increase. But Alyssa already has the Answerer. Oh no. That's something else to farm for. Well, thank you. You will have now made our party obscenely stronger. Oh boy. Oh yeah, like the answer was like 415,000. That took like a whole week of grinding to get up to that, but damn, we get it, and it was worth it. I mean, you see those chains, like we're at Stratum 5 and those chains are doing 1,000 damage. We're gonna have freaking... gonna have Reaps doing 1,000 damage.
again.
I'd say that's a good high note to end the stream on.
Oh, welcome back. Thank you for your pay. How can I be of service?
Alright, start the stun gas we didn't use. Later, and I guess a rope cutter too. Like, why not?
How can I
Actually,
be
you know
of
what?
service?
This is after the fact, but... Oh, we don't have a... Yeah, we do. We have a Panic Sickle, Leg Takers, Darkness Scythe. We have some weaker sides on hand. Oh well, rope cutter's just 20 in intel. Not that much.
Do you want to save? How can I be of service? I hope to see you back soon.
Ah, it's you.
It's still such a funny hat position, because that same hat that actually looks really nice, like properly put on top of Egar's head, and even carves up most of the head ornament, but it's just, it's so much better. So much better where it is right now.
Who will you rally? Is there something else? I expect great things from you.
Oh, welcome. Do you want to save? How can I be of? Do you want
Yeah, like, look, it, on the little profile picture, you can't see the Santa hat.
How can I be of?
Which makes me think that's a separate texture. Or it's just out of frame. Like, it could be that too, to be honest. Oh well. Either way. Thank you very much for watching. Have a Merry Christmas. I'll see y'all in 2 days. Very well.